and welcome to BNC Sports. I'm James Hill. College football, Florida State University legendary coach Bobby Bowden was memorialized in what former players call a very symbolic funeral service. Leroy Smith played defensive back for the Noles in the early 2000s. Leroy Smith tells us how the late, great Bobby Bowden lived by the concept of faith, family, and FSU Noles football. Check this out. Leroy Smith, he played defensive back for the Noles in the early 2000s, 2000 through 2004. First and foremost, I hope you and your family are well. Thanks for joining us in another BNC Sports exclusive. Can you describe your coach, the late, great Bobby Bowden?
Oh, man. Coach Bowden was legendary. You know, great father figure, treated everybody with kindness and love. You just can't say enough about Coach B.
Can you tell our BNC Live viewers about how Coach Bowden recruited you?
Oh man, it was a funny recruiting for me because I came out in the year 2000 and Florida State had won the national championship. So Coach Bowden came to my school, and that was like an amazing thing. And unfortunately, I wasn't there at the time. So my coach, Andy, gave me a call and said, "Get your butt to school because Coach Bowden is here to see you." So I was preparing to go to Clemson, in which his son, Tommy Bowden, had sent a private jet to come get me. I was excited about that. But Coach Bowden came to my school, and that was amazing. You know, they had just did this legendary coach coming to Quincy, Florida, to see little old me. And so I stopped packing. I rushed to school. And there, you know, Coach Bowden was, man. And as soon as I walked to the room, it just seemed like his spirit just pulled me to him.
NBA Summer League, many first and second round draft picks showcased their talents on the big stage, playing well under the Las Vegas lights. For many free agents and G League players and rookies can lead to contracts and invitations to training camp with the NBA franchises respectively. Here's what Golden State Warriors coach of the Summer League, Chris Weems, tells me about Gary Payton Jr.
Coach, James Hill with BNC Sports. When you look at Gary Payton Jr., it looks like he's playing at a high level. What do you see when you look at GP2?
Well, seeing him now, and I coached against him a few years ago when he was in the G League, and he was pretty much a triple-double threat every night. And then he basically almost got that same thing today. He always brings the floor game. It's nice to see him knock down some jumpers. A lot of times your spacing gets compromised when a player is not confident shooting the ball. You have to look like you're going to make it. And so now he actually looks like he's going to make it. And, of course, he's an amazing athlete. So if you run at him, he's going to go make a play for himself, and he's totally an unselfish player, and he can make the right pass too. So it's nice to see him kind of round out his game. He's providing a tremendous amount of leadership for me and the staff, for sure.
It's time for our BNC King of the Hill. From HBCU to an ABA champion and an NBA star with the Lakers. Zelmo Beatty is our BNC King of the Hill. Zelmo Beatty was born October 25th, 1939 in Hillister, Texas. He passed on August 27, 2013 in Bellevue, Washington. Zelmo Beatty averaged 25 points and pulled down 20 rebounds per game in his days for Prairie View. Big Z earning two-time NAIA All-American in 1961 and 62. He actually led Prairie View A&M to the NAIA National Championship back in 1962. Zelmo Beatty was selected in the first round, third pick overall in the 1962 NBA draft by the St. Louis Hawks. They moved on to Atlanta. As you know, he helped the Utah Stars win the 1971 ABA championship. He also played for the Los Angeles Lakers in the 74-75 season. He was the coach of the Virginia Squires in the ABA. Zelmo Beatty, the main man, is our BNC King of the Hill.